past 3 years, my life has been turned upside down.
So I think China is going to declare, to turn Meng Wanzhou's release into a big victory, a diplomatic victory.
The development encapsulates 3 years of chilling relations between China and the West, namely the United States and Canada, as the corporate case rapidly became a geopolitical case. But why did the United States agree to drop charges against Meng Wanzhou after being bent on her extradition for nearly 3 years?
I think both sides have taken something out of this battle. The U.S., because, as I said, Meng Wanzhou recognized that her case was a criminal case, and there were some wrongdoings made by Huawei and by herself, particularly in hiding Huawei's connection to Iran and then the financial connections to Iran. And that's something which, of course, could have led her to be extradited and prosecuted in the US.
Wanzhou admitted that she lied to HSBC about Huawei's links to a subsidiary company operating in Iran when Tehran was under US sanctions. But the US case against Huawei Air, dubbed the Chinese princess, was not exactly watertight. The reason was that it was uncommon for the US to target a company executive rather than going after the company itself. Also, because in previous such cases against companies breaching US sanctions or being involved in bank fraud, Washington merely fined the companies rather than going after their executives. What made the matter more complicated was that Beijing was also holding 2 Canadians in its custody over espionage charges. The 2 Michaels were arrested following Wanzhou's arrest in Canada, even though Beijing denied holding the 2 hostages over Wanzhou. But as soon as a flight carrying the Huawei executive left Canada, the 2 Michaels were also released by China.
I think China may be tempted to use that hostage diplomacy again because it has worked to some degree.
The US prosecutors deny that the deal with Wanzhou negotiated the release of the 2 Michaels. For Canada, there are prospects that relations with Beijing will thaw out. However, it is interesting to note that Wanzhou's release coincided with US President Joe Biden holding the first in-person meeting with Quad Nations leaders. As for Huawei, the company will continue its court battle in Washington over a myriad of charges. The Chinese tech giant has already suffered a reduction in supplies of crucial computing chips and software due to US sanctions. Moreover, it reportedly lost $40 billion in smartphone revenue this year alone.